What's up guys, it's James from Basketball Noise here, and I talked about connected jerseys in my last video, and I want to talk to you about a jersey which could change the face of the NBA. It's not available at the moment, it's still a concept, but it could be absolutely groundbreaking. And what I want to talk to you about is the NBA Smart Jersey. So you may have seen at the 2019 All-Star game, well just before the All-Star game, Adam Silver presented the NBA Smart Jersey. And what it is say you have a jersey, let's just say for example, the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey before LeBron moved to the Lakers. And what happens with this jersey is if you've bought it and then your favourite player, for this example we're using LeBron, moves, you can keep your jersey but then just change the number and the name, so you don't have to buy a new jersey. And this is all done through some like digital, mystical, amazing technology that can just change it. And so you could go from to a total different player. So get rid of LeBron, put someone new on your back. So it's a really nice idea, because at the moment there's NBA jersey insurance in the United States, whereby if you buy a jersey of a player and then within a set amount of time they are traded, you can change your jersey up to get a player of your choice on your team who is actually on your team rather than a traded player. But we need to talk about how this jersey could change the face of the NBA. Firstly, it could introduce more profits for NBA team, and the reason why there may be more profits is because you might be charged a fee to change your jersey. It might be a small fee, like a micro transaction. It may be $5, for instance, to change the name and the number, which, to be honest, if I just bought a new jersey and I wanted to change the name and number, then I'd more than happily pay $5. Or what it might do is make jerseys significantly more expensive. To be honest, I think it's most likely that it'll be more the microtransaction on the jerseys, to ensure that people still keep buying jerseys, and also it's a way of generating money, particularly with the amount of trades that go on. Okay, so that is one way that the jersey could change the face of the NBA. However, whilst we run across a 2007 study whereby technology could make games more interesting, and you're wondering, how can technology on a jersey make games more interesting? Well, if you have the ability to change the name and number, what about the ability to add statistics? And this could really change the face of the game. Imagine if, where the sponsors patch is now, you had the number of fouls that people are on. So if they've got all green lights, then they've got no fouls to give. But if they've only got one green light left and all the rest are red, they've only got one foul. So, you know, if you're on offense, you are going to drive on that person again and again and again, because you know the number of fouls they've got. Likewise, you could almost have a shooting percentage on there. You could have a figure of their shots. And so what happens is it changes that total game, because rather than focusing on scoring baskets and, you know, making that decision there and then about, oh, what should I do within the team in like a normal game, you could focus on specific people who have got into trouble, say with their fouls, or have got poor shooting form. And this enables you to take advantage of these statistics and go, right, well, we are always going to drive on the person with one foul left or two fouls left so we can get them out of the game. Or we're not going to mark the person with the poor shooting percentage because we're going to focus on the person with the really good shooting percentage. One thing I'm going to ask you guys to do is make sure you hit that like button and don't leave me hanging like AD. People may go, well, having statistics on your jersey will spoil the game. It will make it horrible. But people need to consider the hot hand theory. So the hot hand theory is, you know, if a person has shot, you know, 5 out of 5 baskets, you get the ball to them because they're going to keep on shooting and making their baskets. And this is absolute made up, because as we've seen in many games, and there's been so many studies on the hot hand theory, in so many games someone could be absolutely on fire and then they just go cold. It happens. And then, you know, you might have players who've been cold for 3 quarters and then come alive in the 4th quarter. So This won't spoil the game at all. If anything, it will just add a new dimension to the game. And I think it'd be something amazing that could be brought to NBA jerseys. And it's something quite simple. I think the hardest bit is how to get the technology on a jersey, but that's for the people at night to work out. You know, they've managed to get the connected label on the jersey, so I'm sure they could manage to get some lights that correspond with a scoreboard for the fouls, and you know, I'm sure they can get the stats on there. So I think it's a really unique concept, but as I said, it's a concept. It's not coming anytime soon as far as I'm aware. You know, like, I think this will be within the next 10 years, the smart jersey, but it won't be, you know, next season, that's for sure. It's a brilliant idea and it's something for the future, but it could literally change the face of the NBA. Thinking about buying a basketball jersey and you're on the NBA store, use the promo code basketball noise and you'll get 10% knocked off your sale.